Hi Libra, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your weekly tarot check for the week of June 7th through June 14th. This is for all Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I just want to thank everyone for their sweet, encouraging comments and all the support of the channel, subscribing, liking, sharing. I really appreciate that. And if you're new here, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. If you tap the bell, you'll be notified when new videos are posted, but it's generally every week, okay? I do an extra love reading, and that's been on the first Friday of the month, but I'm changing that, I think, to Thursdays for next month. So anyway, we'll continue here, and let's see, what is the guidance here for Libra? Guidance, please, for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, here we go. Let's see what is going on here for Libra. And again, we try to use human time, right, to a mystical, sacred divination. So I do my best to make it align, but I can't really force it. If there's a time line, I'll give it to you though. So I have Sunday, you've got the Two of Pentacles. Monday, you've got the Five of Wands. Tuesday, you have the Seven of Wands. And then you have the Star card on Wednesday. On Thursday, you've got the Chariot. Friday, you've got the Two of Cups. Saturday, you've got the Five of Pentacles. And then on Sunday, you've got the Ten of Swords. So, okay, these two cards, this is interesting the way it begins. You do have Aquarius and Cancer here. You have fire, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have all the elements, really. But the Two of Pentacles and the Five of Wands here are, I'll show them together briefly. They're younger energies, okay? He's really kind of like he's doing this juggling act, but it's he's got this infinity symbol that's in the middle of it. And it's not a real heavy energy, so don't be too scared off by this, because sometimes the Rider-Waite deck can be a little scary, right? And I know there's other decks out there that soften the cards, and they even rename the cards so that it's not scary to people. But I think we can work through this. The Two of Pentacles here, it is about making a decision, but it's more about, like, I feel like on Sunday you're going to be juggling a lot of things. You might have kids, and they have friends coming in and out, and there's just sort of all this energy coming around you, and it's not bad, but it's just a lot. So I do feel like for Sunday, you're going to be taking a lot in, but some of you too are going to be, you're very creative and you've got something going, and I think I've had this for you before, but it feels like you're sort of busy making something like bracelets or even masks maybe, making something, and it's like you've got this project going, but then you've got all these people running in and out, and it's kind of chaotic, but it will work fine, but there's some chaos around you with that. Now, on Monday here, you've got this Five of Wands, and I do feel like there's some competition coming around you. Some of it might even be somebody that kind of diminishes you or makes some snide comments about things that you're working on, where their energy, they tend to go negative, and it's like instead of uplifting and liberating you, they say things that you walk away and go, I just don't even want to talk to this person anymore. So I do think you have to be aware of that if you have somebody in your life that does tend to, like, for instance, like with the masks, if you're making something like that and they make comments that are like, well, you can't make enough money off of that anyway. And, it's that kind of energy where it's just like, let me see what I can do with this. I mean, because you don't know. Look, I have a good friend of mine I went to high school with, and this person is hilarious. She truly is. And she's always had this desire to run businesses, and she's very funny, and so she started off with an ice cream truck because she thought it would be funny to drive it to soccer games, and it turned into a gourmet ice cream business. And I'm not kidding, these things are sold in stores. They actually do have an ice cream truck for the business, but that truck is fancy, and they still have the old one that plays like the tinging music and all that stuff, and she still will drive it to soccer games, and it's funny. But it created a business, and I'm sure there were lots of people that were like, this is stupid, you're not going to make any money. And guess what? They're making a living off of this. So don't listen to them. If somebody comes at you with that, bye. You don't need it. And you have a very you've got a creative kind of fun, spontaneous energy in you. And I don't think you're going to anyway, because on Tuesday you've got this Seven of Wands. And the sevens in the tarot, you've got the Seven of Wands, plus you have the Chariot here. Both a seven. These are about, sevens are about moving forward in the tarot, but they're also about victory and success. Okay, so even when you think of like the Seven of Swords, that's still, he's victorious because he's taken off with the sword. So yes, does he have some level of victory? But yes, but it's at a cost. In this case, I do feel like you are going to move forward, and I think you got something very sustainable and viable here. Whatever this project is, for some people too, it might even be some kind of art that they're doing. It feels like people don't take it seriously, but it will be something that will be a successful endeavor for you for sure. And you're not going to be stopped. You're going to continue on, and it just feels very much like there's a momentum building with this. Now for love, for some of you, I feel a couple things coming in here. You have the Star card on Wednesday, and this is definitely a time of renewal. It's about healing. It is a time after the storm. Okay, this is a card that shows up after crisis. So if you've been restricted, and I mentioned the word liberated, I think already, here you go. Here's where you're liberated into what you are here to become. You really can be anything. And this Star card, when this comes in, you make a wish, because it can come to reality. Anything you can see in your mind, you can have in your reality. And that energy is right. It's moving you forward, because you have this, and then you have the Chariot right after. And the Chariot's a strong, powerful card. It's a card that will not be stopped, just like the Seven of Wands. You will not be stopped. So just be selective with who you surround yourself by. Take a look at the 6 people you spend the most time with, and what kind of energy do they bring about? What kind of what kind of feedback do they give you? And if it's not uplifting, then you might need new people in that small group. But definitely you've got support here, though. So for some of you, you may be in a relationship, and it's definitely moving forward, and it's moving to the next level. I do feel a commitment in here. And again, I don't feel like this person would denigrate you or downgrade what you're trying to do at all. It's not their energy. And honestly, they would probably be one to tell you, those other people can just piss off with that. They're very, don't let them live rent free in your head. They're just very they don't have a hard time moving on from things. Whoever this is, it certainly, it could be I feel like a Cancer maybe with a Chariot here on Thursday, where they're just like, oh, just keep going. They're protective of you, though. They're proud of you. They're protective of you. They want to see you do well. And if it's not a love interest, there's somebody very close to you who feels that way. I can tell you that. I can just feel it coming right through. They kind of revel in you, and they like to see you be able to be creative and do the things that you're inspired to do. Even if you have, for somebody, I feel like this creativity is like a side thing, and they actually have a job in an office. Like the thing that really pays their bills is something else. But it's fun for people around you to see this and to see you flourishing. But again, you do have a soulmate here, and this person loves you. They do. They have love for you. They have a deep love for you. With this Two of Cups, this is on Friday, and it's reciprocal. Okay, so if this energy hasn't shown up, it's here. It's coming. It's available to you. But there's definitely somebody here. So if you have somebody too that you met and they've been kind of quiet, it just hasn't been a complete, come to fruition kind of a thing. And of course not. I mean, with all the craziness around us, it's pretty difficult to begin and really develop a relationship, or it has been. But I do think that they see a lot of potential in you, and they see a lot of potential in the relationship. And some of them may be going through some kind of transition here. And that may be part of what's caused it to not completely develop. But on Saturday, you do have this Five of Pentacles, and this is a change, okay? So for some of you, like I said, you may need to change some of the people around you. I do feel that, and the more I get into this, I do feel like there's going to be something in your friend circle that's going to need to change, because I think there's some people talking about you, and I hate to tell you that, but I might as well. They're kind of arrogant, and they're just very insecure. They're very insecure, and I do feel like there's going to be, they're very hypocritical too. This person is like, the kind of person that puts all these social media posts about, supporting protests, but when they, in reality, 2 weeks ago, they were making racist comments. I mean, they're really hypocritical, and I think that there's going to be a separation. And I think for some of you on Sunday, this is also Flag Day, for those of you that care about that, you are going to feel some relief, but it's a change. But you're going to feel sort of like you should have seen it coming, or like you'll even be saying, I knew this was coming. I knew this person was like this, and it just took a while for it to catch up to me, kind of like at 2 Brutus. It's like, you too, Brutus, you stabbed me in the back, and I knew that they were capable of this. And I think it's sort of a cautionary tale, like next time you'll see it coming, when you have someone around you that talks about people, and it seems like, my God, do they like anybody? The truth is, no, they're just not very happy with themselves. But you're going to be free of them and liberated, like I said, and that will be better for you. It really will be. So let it be water under the bridge, I guess. So if you're looking to attract more love in your life, here's an oracle card to do just that. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. And language is incredibly powerful. And that's why, even if somebody does something to us, if we can let it go without needing to, broadcast it and replay it in our minds again and again, because when we do that, it just hurts us, and we just stay attached to that person. So, and I've had it too, trust me. I mean, I think everyone does. We'll close with Abraham Hicks asking, as it is given, I won't put those unwanted ingredients in my pie. Imagine yourself as a chef in an extremely well-stocked kitchen where there are many ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation, but you feel no discomfort about their existence. You simply utilize the ingredients that will enhance your creation, and you leave the ingredients that are not appropriate for your creation out of your pie. So exactly, I mean, when I walk into my kitchen, I don't worry about, is that hot sauce going to get into a milkshake? I mean, I don't clear out everything I don't want. I just focus on the things that I do want. So as you focus in and train your attention on the things you want, more will come. More that you want will come. So I love you so much, Libra, and I'll be back again soon.